Hey guys, welcome to another epic cinematic video. Not actually, but today I'm gonna review all my old city parks. I've been playing this game for like 2,338 days. 2,337 divided by 365. 6 years! The first park is this one, Las Colonnas. So, as you may know, I live in San Jose. From all those cinematic videos rebuilding San Jose, they have this really trash height limit. So basically in the city, you can't build over 300 feet in the downtown area because whoever planned the city, they built this gigantic international airport right next to downtown, like a mile away. So they have to have these really strict height limits. When I went to San Francisco, I was like, oh my god, these buildings are tall as hell. Because like, they just are. I remember I was looking out the window of my car and I couldn't see the tops of the buildings. I was just in awe. And just the amount of really good architecture. In San Jose, they demolished a lot of their old buildings. But in San Francisco, they preserved a lot of their older architecture. But this doesn't explain why I built a city. Originally, this whole park was just another spaghetti park. But then I saw this like really old video by Narwhal. He's like this vintage themed Tycoon 2 YouTuber. And he was showing off this Hong Kong city. And I was super jealous. And I was like, oh, I'll make a better city. I'll get more views than him. I started building my city. And I might show some old photos on the screen. But it looked really ugly. And I thought it was like a masterpiece or something. I was like disconnected from like reality. So what I did was that over time, I basically just demolished a bunch of the uglier buildings and just replaced them with nicer looking ones. And one big example is this neighborhood. You can tell it's really outdated, but for the time, it was pretty cool. It's supposed to be like those bay window style buildings in San Francisco. Originally, this place was a roller coaster going up a mountain, but I hated how like the mountain was super steep, so I kind of just bulldozed half of it and I made the slope more slopier, and I built Coit Tower. Okay, so this place is kind of special. So this whole area used to be covered with coasters. So there used to be an orange one and a blue one and a white one. I mean, the white one's still here, but everything else has been demolished. And this is the only remaining coaster. It isn't the smoothest by any means. It was made a really long time ago, as you can tell. And I hope you enjoy watching this coaster, or riding this coaster, I don't know. Okay, so a long time ago, there was like this really ugly coaster made by my friend. It was like a hyper coaster that went around a loop. It was so ugly, I can't even imagine it. I actually unfriended him just to delete my coaster because I didn't want him seeing me deleting it. And also, fun fact, some random guy. Okay, so I was in a public server, and this random guy just came to my park and just recorded it and posted it on YouTube for some reason, and which you can see right here.
So let's see what happened. Yeah, was the Yuka Striker. Damn, it's going so. Oh, it's going so fast. Yo, oh my god, I'm getting sick already. Look out, but look, it goes everywhere. It goes literally everywhere. Bigness, that's impossible.
While you're walking downtown, you see this really cool and tall and awesome church, and this is the start of danism. Believe it or not. So you got a cross, you got me. I was really proud of these decals, even though it's just a white background with black text. And oh my god, I hated these railings so much. So there was no precision mode. So what you did was like you have to make a coaster and like You have to bend it, and it was really hard getting it symmetrical. Turned out pretty cool. I got like these baby rooms when like babies are crying like hell and like they don't want to disturb the parishioners, whatever they're called. And yeah, this is Las Colonaz, my first city. Okay, so this is Elus Roto. This park was because of Josh's or Cozy's build battle, which never got posted for some reason, but he did give me a bunch of money. And this was started, oh my god, 3 years ago. You got me lying here, and you got Josh right here also lying here. And oh my god, there's a lot of rubble here. I was really pushing like the gore level of this park. There's a bunch of like dead people over here with this rock just smashing his skull in. So this actually was in a Maliboomer video a long time ago. It was like during a stream, and he turned the stream into a video. And in the video, which is now deleted, basically all this, imagine all the streets just blurred and they're just pure red. I'm so sad he deleted the video, or like he privated it. He privated it. He privated it. He privated it. There we go. I mean, you can see why. I mean, his viewer base is mostly kids, so I don't think he wants them to like see all this blood and stuff. Oh jeez. But most of these buildings are based off of Oakland. You got this tower from Oakland, and that tower from Oakland, and this brown one from Oakland. You got a lot of buildings from Oakland. Yeah, the whole crowd is panicking. Oh my god, so scary. Ah, the rock just smashed in this guy's feet. Oh my god. This one just like it came through the building, and then so this is, I think this is the coolest building I built so far. It's like this collapsing building with a bunch of debris falling down. And mind you, the theme of the build battle was realism, and people were not happy when I won. Let's just say that. It does look cool though, I gotta admit. And yeah, this is Elus Roto. Hold on, wait a minute. Consider subscribing. I got a lot of things in store. More builds and more gameplays and other things. So yeah, just hit the notifications, like and subscribe, and the other things you're supposed to do. And now back to the video. So the next city is El Campo, and El Campo, I based all the buildings off the buildings in San Jose. You got the Bank of Italy, and you got Dianza, and the 88, I think, and the Basilica of something. I forgot the name of the Basilica in downtown. I built this right after Las Colonaz because I felt like I was running out of space, and I wanted to build more buildings. Okay, so fun fact, this building right here, it's based off one of the buildings in Greenfield Minecraft. I was looking for building inspirations, and I was like, oh, that building looks nice. So this area is one of the oldest parts of the city. I wanted to build this highway, so I gave myself two options. Option 1, I preserve all these buildings and I don't build the highway at all. Option 2, I demolish the buildings for the highway. And the option I picked was option 3, which is to crucify the tops of the buildings to build a highway. Like the highway is just crucifying the roofs of these buildings, which is so goofy. What sucks is that I didn't even finish the highway. It just ends like right here. It's just a loop. And honestly, this is like one of the most ugly additions I've built to the city. It just separates one side of the city to the other. One of the biggest things I've built was this building. So it looks like any other normal building, but if you go inside of it, it's called the Roblox maze. And this is when back rooms are starting to get popular. Or like, I already knew about the back rooms like a long time ago. I was like, oh, that's cool. And you do some parkour over here. You go into this white room and you have to do some parkour. And then you have to do more parkour. And I never actually finished the Roblox maze. I just got really lazy. How many floors do I have? So 1. I could have fit like three more levels, but I couldn't take the lag of the city because at the time I was building this, I had a really crappy computer and it always lagged. And yeah, this is the end of El Campo. This is rebuilding San Jose. So these buildings did exist in San Jose, but in like the 50s and 80s, they basically demolished a lot of these buildings. There was this thing called urban renewal where basically like they just demolished large sections of cities. You can see it in cities like Pittsburgh, New York, San Francisco, where they just demolished large portions of their inner city for redevelopment. And San Jose was no exception. So in the 60s through the 80s, downtown was in decline because retail was starting to move out of the city and into the suburbs like Valley Fair and Eastridge, which just emptied out the shell of downtown. And because of this, the city decided to renew the city, and they had these campaigns. They basically tried and sold San Jose to developers to create new skyscrapers. You go watch the whole series on my channel. There's a lot of information you could see. And what sucks is that a lot of the historical buildings were just demolished. It started with west of Market, and then it started going up towards First Street, where many blocks were completely destroyed. This building is, I think it's considered one of the first skyscrapers in San Jose, and they just demolished it, which is really sad because, I mean, like, look at it, it's really nice. This building is the old post office. I think it's the art museum for San Jose, and I actually visited it like a few months ago and it was really cool. And also this church too. So this was the mentioned Basilica of something in downtown that I forgot the name of. One thing that really bugs me is that this dome is like double the size of how it should be. When I eventually redo this park or like renovate it to make it more accurate, I'm just gonna fix that dome. It's so annoying. It's annoying that Roblox just like randomly censors stuff, and then they never re-put the text. So what you have is that these old signs are just tagged, so they're basically lost forever. I have no idea what they said a long time ago. So you may recognize this, but this is rebuilding San Jose 3. I've been working on remodeling a bunch of the older buildings by adding more detail. I mean, compare this to that. I mean, like, you can see a really big comparison. The spire is better, I'm adding signage, and I'm making the buildings more historically accurate, I guess. And just making it look better in general. Obviously, I still have a long ways to go. I got a lot of buildings left to remodel, but I made some really big progress this far, and I can't wait for you guys to see the finished product. So yeah, this is rebuilding San Jose. City I'm going to show you is not really a city. It's more like a bridge, specifically the Golden Gate Bridge. So I made this in about 2 hours right before a big test in my school. So let's just say I didn't do so good on the test. There's like mini cars and little mini street lights and mini fences. There's a lot of mini things here. And oh my god, these like little string things are so annoying because I had to connect them all over. And you can see in the video, or like right now, you could see that it's not connected. Cause I got really lazy and I couldn't do all these strings. There's like a million strings here. I remember like some people thought this was like the actual bridge, like it was like a real photo. But nope, this was just Theme Park Tycoon. And yeah, that's about it. That's all the cities I built, or most of the cities I built in Theme Park Tycoon. Oh my god, I hate saying that name so much. In Theme Park Tycoon. Okay, well, that's it.